It's just a tiny little video slideshow about how to submit your assignments in Blackboard. Most of you find it fairly simple to take a test, and there are lots of assignments that you do. But English composition courses often are written work, and it's important to format that work correctly. It's also important to have time to edit and proofread and work on that in stages. So you submit those documents as attachments rather than simply typing them in and hitting submit and then being finished with it. Because sometimes a paper might take, for example, 2 weeks to write, and so that's how I grade them, and they need to be turned in. The first thing you've obviously got to do is locate the assignment. I hope I have been organizing my courses into basically a menu item on the far left, Module 1, Module 2, and so forth, and 2 folders which will have reading materials and lecture materials in one folder, and then the assignments in another. Well, once you've opened up that folder, you'll see whatever assignments are due in the underneath the box. Here you can see that this is not an essay, but it's an assignment in an English 102 class, and there are analysis questions for Module 1. So we've located the assignment. We can read the directions and see what it says to do, and then move on from there. The second step you need to do is open any attachments that are there. The attachments might be a set of questions that you need to download onto your computer and answer, or whatever. But if there is an attachment, as there is here, it says analysis questions over Module 1 material, open that document and save it. Sometimes there won't be an attachment. You will have looked at topics for a paper perhaps, or for whatever reason there's not an attachment that you type on. In the second example that I'm giving you, a student has been assigned an essay, and so the student has simply created her own essay, saved it in Word onto her computer so that she can upload it later. And this is step 3. It's still the same step, but it kind of shows you what it looks like when you create a folder. This one says My English Homework, and there you can see that the essay the student has written has been saved there so that she can upload it and find it later. It's really important to save your work where you can find it. It saves you a lot of aggravation. If your computer's a little glitchy, you might even want to save it onto a flash drive, or email it to you, or have it available in some other place where you can find it. When you've completed the assignment, then we get to step 4. Then you go back to Blackboard and all your hard work is done, and so what you need to do is turn it in for a grade. So we're still with the same example, the analysis questions for Module 1, and you will want to click that bold-face assignment so that it's going to open up for you. Once it opens up, it'll look something like this. If you look at the very top of that screenshot, it gives you the due date. This particular assignment is due Sunday, January 17th, sometime at or prior to 11:59 p.m. To the right of that are the points possible. Oftentimes and almost always for essays, there will be another box that will also show you the rubric. And you can go into this assignment at any time and look at that rubric and use it as kind of a little checklist for how you're going to be evaluated so you can look back at aspects of your paper and see if you need to improve some of them. Now, but when you get ready to actually upload that submission, what you don't want to do, if you look where it says assignment submission in kind of the middle of this screenshot, there's a big red X over write submission. Okay, you can't format it correctly, for one thing, if you just type it into that box. The other thing is that going back and forth and working on it at different stages, and some of the assignments are pretty complex and they take 2 or 3 weeks to complete. So you don't want to do that. Where you want to upload your assignment is within that box down below with dashed lines bordering it, and it says attach files, which I have highlighted for you, and then also highlighted browse local files. So when you browse your local files, you will find your assignment, and then you will upload it. Once you've completed all this, you just need to make sure you check to see that the attachment uploaded correctly. And in this instance, we can see that the essay, I know I'm kind of mixing the assignments up a little bit here, but this is the essay that the student wrote. And so it's been uploaded here. That's what she meant to upload. And so all she has to do now is submit it, and her assignment is done. Once the assignment is uploaded, then this is sort of what I will see, and this is where I will grade and make comments on your papers. If you have any questions, let me know.